Yeah, usually when we tour, we have our full panniers with our tent, sleeping bag, cooking stove, even for an overnight trip. So this trip, we're doing a 50-mile credit card trip. So all we have today is a change of clothes, some toiletries, and I got some tools, and that's it. So we're gonna head down south for 50 miles, and we're gonna spend the night at a hotel, eat at a restaurant, just have a nice evening.
Stop to pick up a penny.
Okay, and then how many pennies have you found over the last 25 years?
I don't know how many pennies, but over the past 25 years we've found over $700, and it includes pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and even dollars as high as $20.
And how do you know that we have found $700?
Oh, because we keep found money in a separate jar, and when that jar fills up, we count it, take it to the bank, and I keep a little piece of paper keeping track of how much we've saved. So yeah, it adds up. So it really helps to buy goodies or trinkets or gadgets for biking and fun stuff. Or
to take an overnight trip.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
Okay, so today's 50 miles is about 2,000 feet of climbing. Most of it is middle to back-ended, so we've been riding fairly flat for 10 miles. Now we've started our first climb of the day, which is about a 6% grade. And it kind of goes up and over a little pass up here. And once we get over that, it's flat till we hit all the way down to the beach. Okay, we're riding on the Oso Creek Trail through Laguna Niguel. So we've been riding on the alternative route for the Pacific Coast Highway route, that instead of going through Newport, Laguna, and Dana Point, this is the adventure cycling alternative route that takes us through Irvine, Lake Forest, Mission Viejo, Laguna Hills, and Laguna Niguel. It bypasses all that traffic and the lack of bike lane and unsafe conditions in both Newport and Laguna Beach. And then we'll merge when we get up to Dana Point, in South Dana Point, we'll be able to get on the trail again. So this is a good alternative route. It's got good bike lanes, bike trails, and a good way to avoid the traffic. Of course, in Southern California, you always have traffic, so we're still riding at it. At least we got good bike lanes to ride in this part of the route. So we've come to the Mission Viejo Laguna Hills train station, and believe it or not, the route goes underneath the train tracks here in the train station. There's a ramp, and we come out on the other side on Camino Capistrano, and that road takes us all the way down to the beach. This trail comes out at the southern end of Dana Point, and at that point we'll be back on the Coast Highway route heading south towards Oceanside. And this is Doheny Beach, and you can see all the surfers out there. This spot is famous for the Beach Boys singing about Doheny, and longboarders have been coming out here for years. Okay, we're approaching San Onofre nuclear power plant. The plant's been closed for several years, and they call the place SONGS, which stands for San Onofre Nuclear Generation Station. See if we can get a better look at it here past these trees. And there it is. Okay, we are in San Onofre State Park right now, and we stopped for lunch Got a great view of this canyon and the ocean. Beautiful day. Ximena's sitting over here on this bench that we found. We're the only ones out here. We're going to enjoy our sandwiches that we got in San Clemente and just sit to enjoy the view. So we just left San Onofre State Park and we're on this kind of a back road trail coming up to Camp Pendleton. And if you look at this stretch right here that we're coming up to, it's like an emergency airstrip. So I think if they had ever any issues, they could use this to land planes and helicopters and things on. The asphalt will change into concrete right up here and it's super smooth. And it's long enough to be a runway. So back over this way is Camp Pendleton. And then over this way is the 5 freeway and there's the ocean. About halfway through Camp Pendleton, the winds changed. We ended up getting a pretty nice tailwind as we were coming through the base here. So we're kind of just cruising along at 15 miles an hour right now, barely pedaling, which is kind of nice. Nice change.
Now, aren't we supposed to be riding single file?
We are supposed to be riding single file. So what are you doing out there?
Filming you.
Okay, we made it to Oceanside. 50 miles.
I feel good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon. We made good time. Give us time to go clean up, check into the hotel, take a shower, and then the harbor is right there. We can go down to the harbor and get some dinner and relax and kind of walk around. So we're down at the harbor at a Mexican restaurant, celebrating our day ride with a Bud Light, chips and salsa. We've got quesadillas on the way, and here we go. Here's the Oceanside Harbor here, and our hotel is right there. We're about a half hour from sunset. We just had dinner. It's a pretty nice little harbor.
How you doing this morning?
Good. I'm a little chilly, but we're good. I've got a breakfast burrito in me and I'm ready to go.
We've got a good sized hill coming up.
Yeah, our biggest climb of the day right up there. But not too bad. Okay, we just left Camp Pendleton. We're on day 2 of our mini tour. So Ximena, how does it feel to be riding with less weight?
I love it. What we did is we took the front and the rear racks off, we took the fenders off, and traveling with about 35 pounds less gear, so it's the bike is really light. It's a little French place. They have really good coffee and amazing pastries. I'll take you inside right now just to show you what they've got.
There's Saddleback Mountain there in the distance. Another nice clear day.
We're about 4 miles from home. Got a good shot of Saddleback off in the distance. It's a beautiful clear day. I think the Santa Ana winds cleared out the bad air, and all the smog. Looks pretty good out here.
It does. So it was quite a successful trip. Almost a 100-mile round trip. Easy riding. Stayed at a nice hotel. Had a nice dinner down at the harbor last night. Traveled light. Nice credit card tour. Very enjoyable.
It was enjoyable. Okay. Until next time. We'll see you soon.